So it looks like the Jets were not kidding when they announced that they were going to be going after Diddy from every angle because they have moved on from his freak offs and they're now exposing him for allegedly taking out his ops. The streets have been
Oh, hell, it's going to get crazy, y'all. By the way, this is a new channel too, so make sure you go subscribe. Miss T, pinned down in the description. Show her some love. Show her some love, you guys. And make sure you find everybody. Everybody's pinned in the description. Let's keep going.
saying for
Thanks for the donuts, y'all. I see that. Stella, thank you.
a long time that Diddy allegedly unlives his ops, and it seems like we finally have some proof. Cassie said it in her lawsuit. Little Rod said it in his, and now the feds are claiming that Diddy allegedly tried to take out Katt Williams after Katt exposed him earlier this year.
Hold on, Shannon Sharp.
On Club Shay Shay. The feds also came with some shocking receipts that expose just how lucky Katt is to be alive, and it's wild. You already know that Katt is never shy about spilling the tea. That's what landed him in this mess in the first place.
Katt Williams is funny as hell, too. If you haven't seen his stand-up, it's great.
Everything he said was next level wild, and of course, he came through with some receipts to back it all up, especially with his claims about how Diddy desperately wanted to get him in his bed. But the real question is Diddy just head over heels for a Katt?
Not the video of him licking his lips like that. Oh, hell no.
How dare you?
Like Katt claimed, or is he so down bad that he's doing whatever it takes to get to Katt? Well, right after the new year, Shannon Sharp and Katt Williams decided to stir the pot with an interview that had the internet ablaze, completely in a chokehold. And Katt doesn't even talk much, but when he does, y'all, he really talks. This time he spilled some crazy, serious tea that had everybody gagged. He had a lot to say about Hollywood's big names like Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, and more. But the part that got everybody talking was the wild story he shared about Diddy. Like I said earlier, Katt mentioned that Diddy tried to seduce him and get him in his bed. You got to tell him no.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Oh, God. Is that AI? That's not real. That's not real life, is it? That looks like Katt Diddy. Looks like P. Williams right there. What the hell is happening?
Now, I've had to
We live in a simulation, y'all. This is crazy as hell.
turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say I'm so free.
Kid, I need no. You here? Get your number.
Thank you.
Shannon Sharp straight up just pouring him friggin' shot.
Sir, thank you.
But according to the streets, when Katt turned Diddy down, the man allegedly went so far as to threaten to assault him. Now, unless you've been living under a rock or out in space somewhere, you probably already heard about the whispers about Diddy and his, let's say, extracurricular activities. But even
Oh, hell.
before Katt spilled the tea, there have been rumors swirling for ages about Diddy trying to get a little too close to some young men in the industry. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. But for a hot minute now, people have been talking about how Diddy can't seem to keep it together and has been out here slinging it all over town. But here's the real twist. It's not just with women, because the streets are claiming that Diddy has been getting flirty with the fellas too. And apparently his harem isn't just full of chicks, but some boys too. But honestly, this isn't even new information because people have been whispering about
The boys too.
Diddy for a while that he has a thing for the men. Because even back in the 90s, Wendy Williams was one of the few brave voices.
Oh, yeah. And didn't something happen to her? Like she flipped or something? I can't remember exactly, but I know something crazy happened with her, right?
Who tried to expose Diddy's alleged secret gay activities on her Hot 97 talk show. Diddy had serious power back then, and when he found out that Wendy was on to him, he didn't just sit back because he ordered the ladies from his girl group Total to try to jump Wendy and teach her a lesson.
I remember I got off the air one day and them Total bitches were downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, get it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Skell hiding like a girl. Thanks, Skell. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through now. I'm not like, what, let's fight. Because I'm not one of those type of broads.
Well, anyways, Diddy definitely miscalculated on that one because almost getting jumped was not enough to make Wendy back down. She kept dropping talks about him being on the down low, and Diddy wasn't having it. He got so mad that he ended up getting her fired from her job. And basically,
oh, hell. She has to get fired from her own show. That's crazy. Y'all, TikTok, if you want to watch the videos, come over to YouTube. The Mystery Project on YouTube. That's the name of the channel. We're live there right now also. So we're live on Rumble, X, YouTube, and TikTok all at once every single night. The Mystery Project on everything except TikTok. TikTok is still the haunted side. Yes, you did. I was on Paranormal Caught on Camera. They featured me so many times, y'all. But yes, you did see it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Let's keep it going. Oh, and TikTok, hit the follow button. If you're new, my name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every night. Literally every night. So hit the follow button. Keep tapping the screen too. Hit me with some donut action. And YouTube, let's get 200 likes. We're at 114. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, y'all. Let's go.
he tried to ruin her career.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burnt at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
Wendy's now ex-husband Kevin Hunter also spoke about this in an interview, revealing just how close Diddy came to ruining Wendy's life and her career.
Is it true that Diddy got her fired from the radio station? Did he have anything to do with that?
I think that he had. Yes, I think he got.
Mr.
Well,
Diamond,
let's
thank
be
you.
clear. Nobody got fired.
Okay.
He got suspended.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he use his influence and power with Steve Smith and him at the time, and God knows whatever his relationship was with the overall station, because Bad Boy was a powerhouse. We all know how Bad Boy dominated a large part of the 90s. And as far as New York, they was a powerhouse. So was he, King Joffrey Joe? Yeah. Did he go in there and shake him up and say, yo, I want this chick off? She dissing my group and all kinds of shit? Yeah.
Wendy was one of the few people who had the guts to call Diddy out on his BS. And that's exactly why people miss her so much. You just know she would have had a field day with this Diddy situation, especially when Cassie's lawsuit dropped. She'd be on that story like white on rice, giving us all the messy details with zero filter. But hopefully we're filling some of that gap. So hit subscribe if you like it. But
heck yes.
also, isn't it wild that Diddy's first action was violence, ordering his artist to jump Wendy? What happened to the good old dialogue and trying to talk it out like a mature adult? There was no reason for Diddy to immediately jump into violence, but then again, given what we know now about him, should we even be surprised? Or what really had fans feeling even worse about Diddy's violence side?
Oh, hell.
Was Cassie filing her lawsuit against him. She accused him of not just hurting her, but also manipulating her throughout more than their 10-year relationship. But it didn't stop there. She claimed that he forced her to be intimate with male escorts that he'd bring to his freak-off parties. The lawsuit was so heavy that it literally came with a trigger warning right on the first page. Diddy thought settling out of court would put an end to it all, but that just opened the floodgates for even more legal trouble that he hadn't faced in years. Multiple women stepped forward with stories about how Diddy had allegedly essayed them, including one woman who claimed she was very young when it happened.
Oh, hell.
This had everybody
Burning hell for that.
questioning what really went down in these freak-off parties and whether there was an actual consent involved. As Cassie said, she often felt like she had no choice in those situations. Now, don't get me wrong, being gay really isn't the issue here. Be gay, Diddy, we don't care. It's more about the behavior that Diddy allegedly showed. He could do whatever he wants in his bedroom. It's just the shady stuff that's got people talking and all the secretiveness. The whole situation is just crazy because Diddy ended up hurting a lot of people along the way. Take Cassie's lawsuit, for example, where she claimed he forced her to be intimate with male escorts while he just sat back and got off on it. And according to Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, those freak-offs were for Diddy's pleasure in more ways than one. Gene pointed out that at these gatherings, they just wasn't about fun.
Oh, hell. These gatherings.
They were designed
Oh, Lord. Lisa, good to see
to
you.
cater to Diddy's desires. Plus, if we look back at Cassie's lawsuit, she mentioned that Diddy had specific requests for what he wanted when he was hiring these male escorts for these freak-offs. It's wild to think about the level of control he allegedly had over the people and the situation.
She say that, in this lawsuit that, Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs. So, what you think about that? Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him?
You what? Man, this is crazy.
Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for
What?
them to have sex with her?
That Hex? Lord have mercy.
So is it just me, or does it seem like Gene doesn't like Diddy very much? I mean, it's sort of hard to blame him for not liking Diddy, because can you imagine what it meant to be working for Diddy and seeing all the nasty and crazy stuff he may have been doing? This kind of explains why he jumps at every opportunity that he can to expose as much as he can on Diddy. Okay, so back to Katt and the interview on Club Shay Shay. Katt
Oh,
built
hell
his whole
yeah.
reputation for calling out every shady part of the industry, and he's not one to shy away from exposing the dirt that most fans are totally oblivious to. When it comes to sketchy dealings with all the Illuminati nonsense, you definitely can't pay Katt enough to keep his mouth shut. He's never really been a
Oh, hell.
fan of Diddy and has a history of calling him out for his questionable relationships with younger men. Katt has even dropped the P word to describe Diddy, if you know and catch my drift. So people might think that Katt's recent comments are all about Cassie, but no. He's been coming for Diddy since way back in 2011. He exposed both Jermaine Dupri and Diddy for allegedly essaying the Criss Cross boys. Chris Kelly and Chris Smith were just kids when Jermaine Dupri
No, not the crisscross. No, not crisscross. Man. No wonder they wore their pants backwards. What? What the fuck? Y'all remember that? Oh, hell. Now it all makes sense. That is horrible. Y'all remember that too? Remember that? They had their pants on backwards. Oh, that's crazy as hell. I wonder if that was like foreshadowing. Yeah, jump, jump, crisscross will make you wanna jump, jump, crisscross will make you wanna. I remember that song too. Damn, that's crazy as hell.
noticed them in the 90s. They were so young that they were still in elementary school at the time. But by the time they hit 12 and 13, they were making waves in the industry. And behind the scenes, things were dark. Allegedly, Jermaine was S.A.ing them and even passing them out to his friends in the industry, including Diddy. And it's just
Man,
a
you
wild
crazy
and
as hell for
tragic
that.
situation. These young boys allegedly went through horrific acts for years, causing Chris Kelly to develop a drug problem due to the years of abuse. And the crazy part is that both boys had suspicions about Jermaine and have been promised fame and fortune. And being the young boys they were, they succumbed to the pressure. And in an interview, Chris Kelly had this to say: "We were just playing video games at this mall in Atlanta when all of a sudden this dude comes to us and said he'd like for us to work with him as rap musicians. We had no idea who he was. In fact, I told my daddy that the guy was probably a child molester. Yeah, he basically looked
Oh, hell.
at us all funny." And according to Gene Deal, the passing out of young stars wasn't just limited to Jermaine Dupri. Diddy also had his plans to pimp out the members of his girl band Danity Kane, allegedly.
Because I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up
Damn, Danity Kane. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, "Yo, I'm a drug dealer." South and picked them up and pimped them out to my,
Oh, hell. We'll burn in hell for that one.
pimped them out to my nigga. He said, "I'm gonna drug them out. I'm gonna get them all on drugs,
That is crazy as hell. Rugs, by the way, TikTok overlords.
and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my." I was like, somebody kids," and walked out.
And Katt had known this since 2011, so when he called out Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, he used the P word.
What's happening? Back to JD ain't had. Yeah.
But what's really crazy about
Whoa.
this is that Diddy, knowing Katt's feelings about him, still tried to proposition him like he was some kind of lover boy. Like, what? It just doesn't add up. But according to Katt, Diddy went all out trying to get to him, even offering him $50 million for a one-night stand. Like, seriously? Diddy is definitely not getting out of these allegations unscathed. Katt didn't dive into all
$50 million for a little diddle? Man, you crazy as hell.
the details, but an insider revealed that Diddy wasn't happy about being turned down. He allegedly even sent people after Katt to kidnap him and take him to some unknown spot. Allegedly, Katt
What?
barely managed to escape, and that's a big part of why he's kept his distance from Diddy. Sources say Katt believes Diddy was trying to force him into a freak-off against his will, and he's just lucky to have gotten out. Now, you'd think that that kind of experience would make Katt stay low and keep quiet, right? Well, if you thought that, you clearly do not know the man Katt. That man is impossible to intimidate. The Illuminati has been coming for him for years, allegedly, and he still calls them out. So Diddy's attempts to pressure him into a freak-off only made him more determined to speak out. Instead, it made him really mad.
Y'all, that special right there was funny as hell. The one where he's wearing the blue jacket like that. That's a good one.
Decided he wanted to go in on Diddy and expose some wild tea that we didn't even know about. Like the fact that the bromance between Diddy and Jay-Z goes way deeper than just a bromance, because there's a little bit of a hanky-panky thing going on,
Oh, hell.
allegedly. But before we get into Katt's revelations, let's talk about how 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy since Cassie's lawsuit dropped. Because, y'all, it's like 50 has been waiting for the perfect moment and opportunity to troll Diddy, even more than he has been already. After Diddy's fourth lawsuit, 50 said, no, he will be fine. He has so much money. When his corporate partners pull out, he will just reach into his pockets and make it happen. You saw how fast he paid Cassie. He's a real billionaire. He has FU money, guys. So FU. Did he do it? Coming soon. In another IG post, 50 Cent posted a video of Eddie Griffin cracking jokes about Diddy. In that video, Eddie Griffin was seen taking a
Oh, hell.
swipe at Diddy's long-standing beef with Suge Knight, who's currently doing time behind bars. On his Twitter page, 50 Cent said, I thought Diddy was a billionaire music mogul. If he's smart, he'll file bankruptcy now. Anyone with real money knows why I'm saying this. I'm the best producer for the job, guys. Here comes the receipts. Yeah, so 50
Oh, snap.
is definitely an enforcer on the hate Diddy train, just like Katt, because Katt exposed Jay-Z for allegedly being Diddy's lover and partner in crime. For some context, Jaguar Wright had an interview in which she straight up claimed that Diddy and Jay-Z were more than just friends. She hinted at some intimate moments between them, if you catch my drift.
Oh, hell.
Rivalry with Honeycombs and aka Diddy. And
Why do you give him the honeycombs? Why do you give him honeycombs?
because he smacks him.
Because he smacks.
That fucking sodomy. Anyway,
What?
And if y'all can trust 50 Cent to join that party too, as an enforcer, and he shared a video of him on stage with Diddy and Jay-Z, capturing the moment when Diddy playfully smacked Jay-Z's butt on stage in front of thousands of people.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do for him, Jay? I want to take him back a little bit. What's there, my nigga? You know, Rockefeller shot on the fucking city, nigga.
But according to Katt
Whoa.
Williams, there's way more going on than what meets the eye. He claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy have been involved in some shady business together, not just freak-offs, but also allegedly grooming younger women.
Oh, man, you crazy as hell.
You know the saying, birds of a
Burn
feather
up for that
flock
one.
together, right? Well, Katt believes that definitely applies here because he's claiming that Diddy and Jay-Z are knee-deep in some messy business together. And I know that everybody is saying the same thing right about now, but as Katt was one of the first people to speak on it. Another person who also spoke on it is Jaguar Wright, who stepped up to reveal that Diddy wasn't alone in his mess because he and Jay-Z were allegedly in cahoots. She also claimed that Jay-Z has managed to get away with the same type of behavior because he's been way more careful Well, let's be real, a lot smarter than Diddy.
Sean Carter is worse.
Dang.
Oh man.
He's smarter. He's patient.
Is Sean Carter Jay-Z?
You what?
I don't know these people, y'all. Is that did I make that up?
He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This pussy been lining up people he calls
Whoa! This what? Holy hell.
friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking
Trucking.
years.
Well, Katt backed up Jaguar on that, claiming that Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly groomed women together. He pointed out that even though that Diddy has been the one getting dragged over this for years, Jay-Z is definitely not innocent either. Katt also pointed out how Jay-Z has allegedly involved himself with Foxy Brown way before he met Beyonce, and they
What the is that Jay-Z? Man, that is crazy as hell. That doesn't look like Jay-Z. That looks like J Element OP.
first met when she was just 14 or 15 years old.
Oh,
Jay
see, you'll burn hell for that one.
Just 27. These rumors have been floating around for a minute, but Foxy has always insisted that nothing happened between her and Jay, claiming they were just friends. But let's be real. What 27-year-old man wants to be friends with a 15-year-old girl? Y'all got nothing in common. But let's not even get into how Jay-Z wrote an explicit amount of lyrics for Foxy Brown back in the 90s, which just makes the whole thing kind of gross. And there is this blind item on Reddit that said, I don't want no smoke with the beehive, but let's examine her husband. He was dealing with the 14 or 15-year-old Foxy Brown, involved romantically with her, writing explicit, vulgar lyrics, used her as a mule on his trips to Maryland.
Oh, Lord.
He has always been known to degrade women during these times. So let's not act like he is beyond this type of behavior when it is documented. Now, Katt also pointed out how Jay-Z literally turned a blind eye when his bestie at the time, R. Kelly, groomed Aaliyah and married her when she was a minor. Now, you probably already know about the whole R. Kelly saga with Aaliyah. The manipulation, the marriage when she was just 15, using a fake ID to say that she was 18. Shockingly, even after all that came out, Jay-Z kept on collaborating with R. Kelly. They even dropped a joint album titled The Best of Both Worlds, which was right smack in the middle of R. Kelly's allegations. But don't even get me started on Katt's allegations about Diddy and Jay-Z and how Diddy allegedly helped Jay-Z drug Beyonce. In case y'all missed that, there were rumors a while back about how Jay-Z was allegedly manipulating Beyonce using drugs. Jaguar claimed that Jay-Z is a monster.
Who the heck is Beyonce?
Who is so obsessed with keeping Beyonce in his control that he keeps her drugged up.
Monster.
Man, this is crazy as hell.
Not only is a monster for years. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in the girl.
She then asked the Beehive to start a Free Beyonce campaign because she is a prisoner allegedly in her marriage and that she is trapped.
Tell you this right now, y'all talking about Free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say Free Beyonce. She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Oh, no. If Beyonce is in prison.
What?
She's one of the most expensive persons ever.
Yes, she is. And she's watched 24 hours a day. She's not allowed to make a choice for herself, not at all, not in any way. People think she has an amazing life. She is told what to say. She is told what to eat. She is told what to drink. She is told what to wear.
What? That's the music industry.
She is not her husband's wife. She is his employee.
That's the music industry.
It's a business arrangement. She was a dowry.
Well, Katt
That's the music industry.
Was the first to link that to Diddy, claiming that Diddy helped Jay-Z do it. And with the recent allegations of Diddy being exposed for allegedly drugging people, it's not all that shocking that he might have something to do with it. Y'all, with all these allegations that Katt has made against Diddy, I guess we shouldn't be so surprised that Diddy allegedly put a hit out on him. I mean, he was already in the hot seat because of Cassie's
hell
lawsuit, and Katt's revelations just made things 10 times worse for him. But as you can expect, fans have had a lot to say about this situation. They believe in comments saying, Katt been exposed in Hollywood, but people called him crazy. He told us about those parties in Hollywood. A lot of your favorite actors and musicians are involved in some sinister stuff, especially involving children. A lot of people are not ready for the truth. Katt has
they're gonna burn in
been
hell.
telling the truth for over 2 decades now, and everybody just called him crazy and have tried to have him blacklisted and destroyed his reputation and character throughout the years so they could make him shut up and go away. But Katt took a licking and kept on coming back. Another person said, always knew I was right about Jay-Z. We always knew about Diddy, but I always felt like Jay-Z had a lot of secrecy with him. And I'm not talking about what drug dealing either. I'm talking about exactly what is being shown. Y'all, it's been one heck of a week.
Damn, that's the truth. That was a good video, y'all. Make sure you follow that page, pinned down in the description.